So what is Adobe Edge Delivery Services, or EDS for short? I am going to answer that question, provide a visual with a brief tutorial on this up-and-coming technology, and paint a picture of how it can revolutionize your content deployment processes. And I will wrap it up by giving you the link to our own EDS demo environment.
Okay, boys. Let's get started.
Put simply, EDS, or Edge Delivery Services, is a system for rendering content on your website. What content? Content from Adobe Experience Manager, AEM, or in a new way using Office 365 or Google Docs. Where is this content rendered? On a separate website that connects back to these documents and even can add in some commerce features out of the box. So let's start with talking about the content aspects and what is unique about Edge Delivery Services. As you're well familiar with, training people on a new content management system takes time and resources. It works, but it really is a separate system to manage access, security, and also change management. With EDS, or Edge Delivery Services, this new document-based authoring platform gives you tools to create and manage content from, get this, Google Docs or Office 365. All you have to do is install a Chrome extension, navigate to the websites folder in one of those two platforms, and begin editing. It is super simple and fast. Minimal training. Access is managed through already familiar systems. You're already writing content to start with in Google Docs or Office 365, so why not directly publish it from there as opposed to having to reformat it and copy it into this other system? The biggest downside is that everything is from scratch. You start with a blank document. So you would need a pattern library with every component that you can copy and paste into your document and fill out the available fields. I will say that adding new fields in the future would be somewhat of a manual process because it's not going to be automatically updated. The other issue is that there is no way to have an approval chain. You create and then you publish the content. If you need more control over content development, well then Adobe Experience Manager, AEM, is available out of the box as well. Thousands of large companies have congregated around using AEM, and it works really well. It's powerful, has capable workflows, approval points, and even extensions. Adobe has a new universal editor that ties well into EDS, and then it visually represents content. The choice is yours. The first piece that we just talked about for Edge Delivery Services is an innovative way to develop and publish content.
Oh, that's interesting. What does that mean to you?
The second is a newish way to render the content. If you look at something like WordPress, the content administration and the visitor experience, it's all part of the same bundle. With EDS, though, it is separated. You build content in a Google Docs or 365 or AEM, then it is rendered on a different website that then connects back to these original systems. But wouldn't this hurt page speeds? It has to retrieve information over the wire, right? Interestingly enough, no, it doesn't affect page speeds. In fact, it has been designed from the ground up to be fast, really fast. It passes the gold standard Google Lighthouse scores out of the box. And they also have a system to provide easy metrics so that you can maintain that speed through the course of your development journey. Here's a couple of questions that I'm guessing you're thinking right now, and perhaps I can answer those for you. Number one, how do we manage images? Well, you just drop them right into Google Docs and EDS renders them, but in a performant way, no matter how big of an image you upload in your document. Number two, how easy is it to customize? Adobe went back to the basics on this. There are no crazy technologies that I can find in the front-end experience. While some expertise is necessary to create the original website, something that we would love to do for you here at SwiftOtter, anything after that is honestly quite easy. I'm not going to say that anybody can do it, but the skill level needed to maintain, perhaps even build new components after the site launch, it is much lower than honestly anything else that I have ever seen in my career. And so for number three question, what does this migration process look like? Adobe has tools for scraping content and then moving into Google Docs or Office 365. That makes that part pretty easy. So you can do a complete rebuild, or there is another option. We at SwiftOtter have developed a pick and choose system. Want to try the homepage on EDS? No problem at all. Swap out a couple of pages? You got it. Well, this is a great way to vet EDS while not having to commit to a complete full-on migration. One page at a time, enjoy the benefits of it, learn the system, easy to learn, but then you go to another page or set of pages. Now, are you ready for a live demonstration of how this interesting document publishing works in EDS? I have you covered. Let us jump right in. Here is our EDS demo website. Link is in the comments below. Feel free to click through here. You're gonna see this experience right here minus this little box right down here. Not something that you have accessible to you, but if you were to set up your own environment, you could have this available. This is the home page. I'm going to do a quick refresh of it. You don't even see it refreshing. It is so darn fast, incredibly fast. But, you know, this isn't innovative document editing. So what I have here is a setup in my Google Drive. These are the pages for EDS. It's powering EDS right here. I'm gonna click on the index page. That is the one that is being demonstrated right here. And we're going to make a change. All right, so now we can go to preview. And we see it right here. We can then publish it, we can edit it, whatever we want to do. Folks, I made it sound like this was innovative, but in a lot of ways, this is revolutionary. This is so easy to push content out on your website. Now, you're probably going to be asking me, Joseph, but how do we do a hero image or other things on the page? Well, that's actually pretty easy. All you have is this table in your Google Doc, which has columns if necessary, or just the title. And this is actually matched to a component in the background. And this component is what renders out the hero image, this area. And then it is up to a developer to code this, to take this information as it is passed in from EDS and then render it appropriately on the page. So that is where the development effort comes in. But from a content creation standpoint, everyone knows how to work with tables like this. You just create new columns or create new values in this. It is incredibly simple. Here is a call to action on the homepage. It is rendered like this. Super simple, super easy. This is a call to action. We have our metadata that we can show here for the product recommendations. This is how we set the hidden metadata that is shown on the page. All of this comes back to being incredibly simple and easy to use. And we are really excited about what Adobe has been doing here in this department. Now, if it's not good enough to just watch that demo and you want to see it for yourself, I'm putting the link to that EDS demo in the comments below. Feel free to click through it. You can't break anything. Put it through its paces, check the Google page speed score, and then send me an email, joseph@swiftotter.com, to begin the conversation about how we can migrate your homepage or another page of your choosing for an incredibly reasonable cost.